Hello, my name is Shelly Goodcook. My husband and I have lived in the Mount Vernon district for over 20 years. We've enjoyed waterfowling, often right here on Potomac Bay, for nearly a decade. My testimony is to highlight how this law will adversely affect lives and the environment.
The right to hunt and fish is written into the Constitution of Virginia. In case you're not familiar with it, you'll find it under Conservation. That's in Article 11, Section 4. Enactment of this anti-gun law in Fairfax County is an assault on working and middle-class residents who rely on public boat ramps and favors those privileged enough to own waterfront property or hold membership in private boat clubs. Notorious for natural debris such as large logs, the Potomac River is prone to ice chunks during the winter and free-floating garbage year-round, all threats to boaters. Waterfowlers are a particular risk, as preparing for a successful morning hunt often entails traveling in the pre-dawn hours to set up decoys and be in position when the sun rises. Most evening hunts end at dusk, resulting in water travel after dark. The river's open waters can become treacherous with high winds and whitecap waves without warning. Requiring us to travel longer puts our lives in danger, especially considering the majority of waterfowl season occurs during the winter months when water temperatures are cold and even freezing. This law would require us to enter into shipping channels with larger vessels.
Let me state it plainly. Requiring us to travel longer distances in the dark on potentially dangerous waters puts our actual lives in danger, unlike the imaginary threat posed by responsible hunters transporting legally owned firearms through the park.
Let's talk about the environmental impact of this law. Public access boat ramps reduce distance and travel time to many blinds. This is especially true at Potomac Regional Park, where there are more than 25 blinds within a mile of the public boat launch. While many boaters have upgraded to the cleaner and more efficient 3- or 4-stroke motors, boats with a standard 2-stroke motor, quote, discharge as much as 30% unburned oil and fuel directly into the water, end quote, according to an EPA study. As seen in these Google Map shots, hunters will have to traverse more than an extra 10 miles of regional waterways instead of putting in at a nearby public access point. Let's calculate the environmental impact to regional waterways with only 10 hunters who spend an average of 10 days per year and have to boat an extra 10 miles through their Potomac blind. I won't really do the math here. I'll just tell you the answer. It's too much. Too much for a law that does zero for public safety, but does actual environmental damage to the regional waterways while endangering lives of real people in each of your districts.